Can materials from building demolitions be resold and reused in construction? This process is called a rebuy, also known as a secondary sale or reverse trade. In general, it means the resale of previously owned products. In construction, it applies to construction machinery, unused construction products, and building materials that are suitable for recycling or reuse. It can take several forms. Resale refers to selling used machinery, construction tools, scaffolding, supporting elements such as sheet piles, fences, or formwork. Repair means restoring or modifying materials, machines, tools, scaffolding, or formwork to extend their life or adapt them for a new purpose. Rental allows machinery, tools, scaffolding, or formwork to be leased for temporary use. Refill involves using reusable elements like fences, scaffolding, and formwork to renew a product. Return refers to recycling or reusing products at the end of their life cycle. Finally, redistribution means sharing or selling unused or surplus construction materials. Reselling building materials comes with challenges. One of the main issues is ensuring quality and compliance with technical standards. It can be difficult to guarantee that recycled materials meet the required levels of safety and performance. Legal requirements and standards often restrict their use, since newly constructed buildings must be made from materials that meet precise technical and utility parameters defined by regulations. Despite these challenges, many post-demolition materials are commonly reused. Bricks and ceramic blocks are often used in rebuilding walls or as filling material. Structural and finishing wood, including boards, beams, and strips, can be incorporated into new projects. Metal elements such as pipes, steel profiles, and fittings are suitable for both recycling and reuse. Ceramic and stone panels, as well as tiles, usually retain their properties and can be used in finishing works. Insulation materials for thermal and acoustic purposes can be recovered and reused. Windows and doors are often refurbished for further use, while finishing materials like wall coverings or flooring can be installed in other buildings. Even decorative elements such as grills, handrails, and balustrades can be reclaimed. Grills, handrails, balustrades, metal decorative elements. Reselling building materials brings many benefits. There is growing interest in sustainable development, and an ecological approach to construction encourages the use of recycled products. Reusing materials reduces both costs and environmental impact. The growth of the renovation and refurbishment market also creates demand, as modernization projects increasingly require affordable building materials from dismantling. Aging infrastructure adds to this demand, since it often requires demolition and material recovery. The circular economy provides further opportunities by creating business models based on recycling and resale, which are attractive for companies and customers looking for cheaper solutions. Finally, advances in infrastructure and technology improve dismantling and sorting methods, increasing the quality and availability of materials in the secondary market. One of the problems with reselling building materials is the lack of standardization. The diversity of sources and recovery methods makes it difficult to establish uniform quality requirements. In addition, the absence of consistent systems for technical assessment of recycled products reduces consumer confidence and limits wider adoption. Another challenge lies in the costs associated with labor, logistics, and storage. Dismantling materials, sorting them for reuse, and transporting them to new locations can be expensive, and these costs affect the competitiveness of resold construction products. Despite these challenges, the prospects for reselling building materials are promising. Legislation at both EU and national levels increasingly supports recycling and the circular economy, creating favorable conditions for growth in this sector. At the same time, new recovery and recycling technologies are being developed, allowing higher quality materials to be reclaimed and certified for use. Finally, demand for ecological solutions is steadily increasing. Customers and investors are showing a preference for environmentally friendly options, which is driving greater interest in recycled building materials.